What is up, guys? Triple H Guy 2004, just back here with a quick video. Just back here, I've been watching a few videos on YouTube. TK Kasinko, I think that's how you say his name. I saw a video from him saying that he put up, for the past couple days, favorite videos of wrestlers he's met. I think I've done this video before, but if I haven't, oh well, it's an updated one, if I have. Yeah, favorite video, favorite wrestlers I've met. Number 5, I'm going to go with the person who just made her debut on the main roster, with her husband, Michael Kanellis. I met Maria this past year at, got her autograph right there on that picture, from Japan. I believe that picture's from Japan. I met her in Orlando this past year at WrestleCon. She couldn't have been any sweeter. I met her before at a show in Massachusetts, at an independent show, NEW, I think. That's what, yeah, that was the one. Because they've done 2 shows at that one for Chaotic last year, so yeah, it was the NEW one. Met her before, and the first time I met her, was at the NEW show, and I had asked her what her favorite interview was for WWE that she had done while she was an interview girl in the back, and she said that the Nature Boy Ric Flair was her favorite interview because he was so unpredictable. You never knew what he was gonna do. So number 4 is also a women's wrestler. Where is it? Right there, Mickie James, right there. So Mickie James, I met her at also the NEW show, it was funny because I was going around meeting wrestlers, and I met Mickie James, and then my dad comes up, and I might have told the story on the video that I think I made during the show, or I've told it other times, so he walks up, and so I pay her $20 to meet her, whatever the price was. He walks in and grabs walks up and just gets a free autograph and a free picture, like nothing. So it was pretty funny. And she was like, oh, she was laughing at me because she saw that we were together. And, it was a pretty cool meeting. Nothing spectacular conversation we had, but just funny story. Great meeting too. And number 3 would be this past weekend. I had the pleasure of meeting Bully Ray Dudley. I've been watching him for many years. Really cool guy. I was like the last person to meet him, and you could tell he wanted to get into the back for his match, but he didn't make me feel like I was rushing him or rushing me in my meeting, so he made it at least feel special. So yeah, even though he spelt my name wrong, and I'm pretty sure I said how to spell my name, but that's fine. I don't care. Don't matter to me. I'm not a prick like that. Number 2, I would say Hulk Hogan. Meeting Hulk Hogan at the mall, Steeplegate Mall in Concord, New Hampshire. The best part is I didn't have to pay, and I say that because a lot of people have met Hulk Hogan, and paid astronomical prices to meet Hulk Hogan, and I don't mean that in a negative way. They just paid a lot of money that I think it's a ridiculous amount of money to meet anybody. I've heard of some numbers and it's crazy, or I've seen numbers for tickets to meet him, and so yeah, so Hogan was great to meet, and he was a childhood hero, and he couldn't have been nicer. And I met Jimmy Hart that day, and I met Brooke, and I met Linda, his ex-wife. So that was so cool. My honorable mention, and just an honorable mention and a surprise. I didn't expect to meet this woman. I went to a restaurant after one of the shows, and they happened to be there. I met Sable, and I couldn't have been I had a great meeting with her. She was nice to me. She let me sit down at the table. She just started talking to me. We had a real conversation, like it wasn't just a fan meeting a wrestler. It was more of a human being talking to a human being. And we did talk a little wrestling, but was more human. And it was like 5-10 minutes. And she was just so really nice. And it just shocked me because I've heard, people have had not good meetings with her and say she's this and that. And I can only base it off the meeting that I had with her. And the meeting I had with her was really cool. So, yeah, my honorable mention would be Sable. My favorite person to meet, at least in this top video, is that man right there, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, I've met twice. I met at a Chaotic show, independent show in August of last year. They're going to be at the baseball stadium, and I met him last week. I met him Saturday, the night after he won the Ring of Honor World title, and it was cool. Like, he recognized that we were local people, and that he had met us at Chaotic Wrestling, because he's performed for Chaotic Wrestling at least 3 or 4 times in the past couple years. So he recognized me and my buddy, and he's like, "So you coming to the baseball show?" And he couldn't remember the date, and it was funny, and I couldn't remember the date, and he's like, "You don't have to look it up, don't worry about it." I wasn't looking it up, but he saw me going from my phone. I was giving it to my buddy to take the picture, but he was like joking, "You don't have to look it up, it's not that big a deal, But Cody Rhodes, really cool guy to meet. And so this is my top 5 wrestlers I've met. And if you're watching this video and you made this video, or you have a top 5 list of your own, send it to me, either in written form or in video form. Either way, Triple H Guide 2004. Peace.